Well, graduation is certainly an exciting time, but it can also be a little sad for parents. Our etiquette expert, Diane Gottsman, is here to help. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Good to see you.
All right, let's dig into this. We're going to cover a lot in this segment. We're going to talk about what to expect for the kids, how to deal with it as a parent, and then we're going to answer some of your questions. So step one, we need to get familiar with our kids' new environment, right?
Right, because it will make us feel more comfortable and confident if we know the area. Yes, you know, we're taking the kids, we're taking our child to see the campus, find out all of the key places to go. But for us too, bed and breakfast, hotel, where will I stay? Where do I get gas? It just feels more comfortable as a parent to know the surroundings of the child.
Absolutely.
You know, the adult child. We say child, but they're adults.
Well, that leads into the next thing, because we need to anticipate the fact that our kids are going to be independent at this point. Mostly.
That's right. And we raise our children to be adults and to make good decisions. And no, it's probably not going to be perfect, you know, for the rest of their lives and our lives too. You know, but we have to let them fly. We have to let them go. So if we're calling them and they're not answering the phone right away. Now, I know as a parent, we're moms, we know this. You know, I want to know where they are. Why aren't they responding back? But they might be in class. They might be in a meeting. They might be doing an internship. So we have to anticipate what's happening on their end. And also, before they leave, plan the communication style. So some people want to call, other people want to text. Do we want to hear from them every single day? Do they have to check in at night? You know, there's that fine line between micromanaging from afar and just being a parent who is, you know, still watchful, still encouraging. But
it's so different. I mean, when my parents took me to college, like, they opened the door and I think, you know, kicked me out. And then if I wanted to talk to them, I had to go to a payphone. And so I'm going to the payphone maybe once a week, you know. We had a lot of independence. We're so close to our kids now that we're like, you know, what are you doing? Oh, yeah.
I know.
Constantly. You need to give them a little space, right?
And, you know, my son will respond back busy. And I had to get used to that because that's not a long enough response for me.
Right.
So, you know, but they're busy.
Talk about it in advance. That will help. Okay, now let's talk about what happens when the kids leave and we're alone.
Okay. You know, this is the perfect time for us.
Yeah.
And it can be mom, dad, family members that are, you know, that spent all this time with that adult child. You know, find your space. Find some joy in a new hobby, a job. You know, someone who has not ever worked might find that this is the perfect time to get a part-time job. Just to see and be with other people and socialize and communicate. Because that's how we continue to grow. You know, find something new, learn a new language, all of the things that we say. But, you know, don't stay by yourself. You know, don't find an app that you enjoy. Get out and actually be with other people.
Do some things, make plans for yourself, your spouse, whatever you got going on.
Travel.
Yes, do all the fun things. Don't put the burden of your happiness on your kid, right?
I know, and you know, I think that we all see this in others, and we make sure that we're not doing it ourselves. But you know, maybe the parent is going through something, but it's not the adult child's responsibility to make us happy. And so we need to give them encouragement and positive feedback and let them go. And of course they're going to come back, and but don't make them the main focus of your joy and happiness.
All right, let's go through a couple of common graduation questions from our viewers this morning. What is the difference between a graduation invitation and a graduation announcement?
So an invitation means I want you to come. An announcement says they graduated. And the question is, do I send a gift if it's just an announcement?
Okay.
And if you're close enough to them, by all means, because they mean something to you. Because there's only limited number of tickets that you can give out. So remember that. So a gift is nice, but not necessary for an announcement. But if you're close, you want to do it.
This next question sounds like it came from one of my kids. Can I send out a graduation registry?
No. The answer is no. So registries are reserved for weddings and showers, baby showers and wedding showers. Although you're going to go online and you're going to find registries. So it's done, but it's a little bit, you know, people are going to feel a little bit put off. Amazon gift cards, though. So, you know, that's a great gift if you don't know what to give someone.
Does my adult kid have to stay at their own graduation party the entire time?
They have to stay long enough to greet all of the guests, say hello, mix and mingle, and then they can excuse themselves after a period of time, meaning stay there long enough.
It's a busy time. Yeah, there are a lot of parties to go to.
We understand that they want to celebrate with their
Okay.
friends.
This is interesting. Am I expected to pay for lodging and transportation for my out-of-town guests?
You know, that is interesting. I thought so. I think that what was happening with this one is they have out-of-town guests, and what are they going to do? So I think it's not necessary.
Okay.
People are not expecting you to pay, but if you know that you're putting someone in a big financial situation that's a burden, you can offer to help.
Okay.
If you can, you offer to help. But
right.
again, nice but not necessary.
Okay, well, hopefully we've got your questions answered. You're ready to fly the coop and get going, and good luck to all of the graduates and the families that have someone graduating. And of course, if you've got more questions, you can find Diane at the Protocol School of Texas right here in San Antonio. Visit protocolschooloftexas.com and give her a follow on Instagram at Diane Gottsman.